Being overwhelmed with books is a good thing. It's a good problem to have. Hello, I'm Eric from Lonesome Reader. I'm filming in my kitchen today. It's a different location. I just sort of spontaneously decided I want to make a video, and I'm in the middle of starting my Christmas baking. I'm making pfeffernusse biscuits. So you can see here, I'm in various stages of making them. These are some of the finished biscuits, or part of the finished biscuits. They're a sort of Austrian spice biscuit. So now that they're baked, I need to ice them all. But then I have these other ones over here, which are still not baked. So I'm gonna stick those in the oven in a minute. But I'm gonna make a video talking about books that I haven't read yet this year, because I'm getting that end of year panicked feeling because everyone's best of the year book lists are coming out, and I love reading these lists. It's so exciting seeing the books that people have loved most over the course of the year. But inevitably, they make me feel like I've barely read anything. Like, even though I think I've read quite a lot this year, but I've become so aware that there's so many books that have come out that I haven't read yet. Do any of you get that feeling as well? I'm also aware that I need to do a seasonal unhaul because books are overflowing from my shelves everywhere, and as much as I want to keep these books, I really wish I could keep all of these books. I just don't have the space to do it. So I need your help. Behind me are piles of books that I've acquired over the year, either that publishers have sent me or that I've bought. So I need to decide which books I'm going to keep and which I'm going to give away, like either to a charity shop down the road or to friends. And also, which of these books should I definitely read before the end of the year? So here behind me is the pile that I need to weed out. And yes, it's gotten quite out of control. And as much as I dearly, dearly wish I could read all of them, I just have to be realistic and admit that I'm not going to read all of them. So I have quite a wide variety here, so I'm going to go through some of them and give you a sort of overview of the whole pile so that I can hopefully get your suggestions about which I should keep and which I should definitely read. There are promising debut novels: Idaho by Emily Raskovich, How to Be Human by Paula Kokoza, Crusoe by Lutz Seeler, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman, The Barrowfields by Philip Lewis, The Maid's Room by Fiona Mitchell. There is also revered literary fiction, Ashland and Vine by John Burnside, The Answers by Catherine Lacey, The Nix by Nathan Hill. I keep hearing so much about this novel. Another Brooklyn by Jacqueline Woodson, The Children of Jocasta by Natalie Haynes, Return to the Dark Valley by Santiago Gamboa. There's cool sounding books of short stories like The Burning Ground by Adam O'Riordan, All the Beloved Ghosts by Alison McLeod, Madame Zero by Sarah Hall, The Relive Box by T.C. Boyle, A Life of Adventure and Delight by Akhil Sarma. Then there's some excellent sounding historical novels like The Good People by Hannah Kent, The Other Hoffman Sister by Ben Ferguson, The Last Painting of Sarah DeVos by Dominic Smith, and The Valentine House by Emma Henderson. Then there's some exciting queer books to throw in because I just love queer literature, like Black Wave by Michelle T, Christadora by Tim Murphy, A Natural by Ross Raisin, Pages for Her by Sylvia Brownrigg. And finally, there's some intriguing nonfiction and biographies like Take Courage about the life of Anne Bronte by Samantha Ellis, The Surreal Life of Leonora Carrington, A Secret Sisterhood, In Search of Lost Books, The Forgotten Stories of 8 Mythical Volumes by Giorgio Van Straten, Essayism by Brian Dillon, and The Outlandish Night by Manu Dinshaw, which has such a beautiful cover, doesn't it? So have a good look through these piles. Honestly, there's quite a few I just want to keep because I think the covers are especially beautiful. This is always such a painful process, but I know once I've cleared some space, I'll feel excited again because it means I have space for more new books. And part of me feels stupid for this, like getting rid of so many books and buying more books. That seems like a stupid thing to do. Like, isn't that really wasteful and frivolous? But I sort of think of it as like, I mean, people spend money on all kinds of things. They like buy clothes and expensive gadgets, or just like stupid frivolous things that they know they probably won't use and just get put in the back of the cupboard. And you know, so like there's so many of these things, so like why not do it with books as well? And I do earnestly want to read a lot of these books, but you know, it's just there's only so much time in your life. And I do definitely want to read some of these before the end of the year. It's just figuring out which ones I can make time for. Also, let me know if you have a system for circulating books. Like, do you keep them for 6 months or a year or 5 years before admitting to yourself that you probably will never read them? Comment below and let's have a chat. Otherwise, I hope your end of the year reading plans are going well, and I hope you're staying warm. I don't know how the weather is where you are, but here in England it suddenly got very, very cold, so I've had to dig my scarf out. Anyway, speak to you soon, and happy reading, everyone.